Hello, welcome to Lovely Minute, and now we're gonna climb one of the most popular climbs here in Singapore. Still with the same bunch of guys. We've got Mondoi behind me and Entong behind Mondoi. We're actually gonna climb Mt Faber. So Mt Faber is actually 3 point of entry, but we're actually using the West Loop. After we did the NUS, the SSY climb, so it's pretty convenient for us to pass through West Coast and then climb Mt Faber. So, yep, Mondoi is still using a time trial bike, tri-bike, and you can actually see his face that it's pretty having a hard time climbing because time trial, as I've mentioned before, it's not really intended for climbs. Just a brief background about Mt Faber. So the distance is around 1.5 to 1.6 kilometers and maximum gradient of 15.9% with an average gradient of 4.8. So this particular hill or mount is uncategorized. So this is pretty much famous for those guys who are doing Everesting. You know, I've seen a lot of guys, or a lot of cycling groups perform their Everesting here. So the likes of WAB, we've got OG, we've got Harabas, we've got Hatak as well. So you're going to see Mondoi getting dropped. As the climb becomes steeper and steeper, the gradient becomes, you know, harder and harder to pedal. Entong is just basically, you know, having his cadence. I'm also having my RPM. They say for you to have a decent climb, you have to maintain your RPM between 60 to 70, or yeah, around that time. If you can go higher, then all the better. So Mt Faber is listed as ranked to be as the 54th, no, just the 45th most difficult cycling climbs in Singapore. So as I mentioned before, this is a famous place for triathletes, cyclists. You get to see a lot of guys, or 3 guys probably. We just passed 3 guys, and some of the guys are actually doing their downhill. That's a car park. After the car park, it actually relaxes a little bit. You know, the gradient relaxes a little bit. It goes back to 2, it goes back to 1, and probably flatten out to 0. You know, giving you the time to relax and, you know, just enjoy the freewheel a little bit. So you get to see the gradient is now back to 1, and still Coach Jeffrey and Mondoi are way behind. We're trying to maintain a speed of probably around 16 or 18. So Entong has always been a good partner, a training buddy. You know, we've been exploring Singapore through cycling, you know, maybe mountain biking or maybe on a road bike. So one thing I like about this guy is never a dull moment with this guy. So he knows a lot of stuff when it comes to Singapore. He's been here for quite some time now, and you know, I call this guy a GPS. He knows the climbs, he knows the direction, and yep, that's Entong spinning. So the gradient is now getting back to the harder part of it. So now it's climbing from 8 to 9, back to 8, 7. So around that degrees. So this is the 4th climb of the day. You can see the sun is coming out. This is a pretty. We started with heavy rain. Right after we climbed SSY, we relaxed a little bit. We went to NUS. Now here with Mt Faber, a lot of runners here as well. So you get to see some runners, walkers, family. It's a perfect spot for, you know, a good morning walk. You know, if you just want to spend and want to see a city view on the night. So this is the climb. This is the last turn of it, and then you're gonna climb and you're gonna hit 12, 13 gradient. And yep, that's the top of Mt Faber. And there's actually a lot of exit points here. And yep, that's Mt Faber. Thanks for watching. Ciao.